Francis Ngannou is being played by Eddie Hearn. Welcome back, guys, to a brand new video, and today I'm going to be breaking down why I think Francis Ngannou is being played by Eddie Hearn, the boxing promoter, specifically the boxing promoter of Anthony Joshua, Canelo Alvarez, and we're going to be talking about the whole situation, this news that Anthony Joshua might be interested in fighting Francis Ngannou. I'm going to break down everything. If you guys haven't already, hit the subscribe button, like, comment, share, and all that, and let's get into the video. So let's break down the situation. Francis Ngannou is obviously the former UFC heavyweight champion, had a major knee injury leaving him out for a year with constant negotiation issues with the UFC, and then eventually ended with the UFC saying, hey, you know what, we're not going to be able to sign this guy. Francis Ngannou's contract expired, and they were just like, we're not even going to fight over it, and Francis Ngannou became a free agent. Now, there was a lot of talks of Francis Ngannou fighting Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury obviously being the boxing heavyweight champion, maybe one of the greatest heavyweights of all time in boxing, but it looks like Tyson Fury is going to be fighting Alexander Usyk, so maybe that fight's not on the table, even though Tyson Fury has obviously shown interest in having that fight. Well, a lot of people might be wondering who is next, and it turns out there's someone putting in their hat in the ring to fight Francis Ngannou, and we're talking about the former boxing heavyweight champion, two-time heavyweight boxing champion, Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua is suffering two back-to-back losses to Alexander Usyk and is going to be returning April 1st to the boxing ring. But his promoter Eddie Hearn did an interview with Ariel Helwani on the MMA Hour talking about Francis Ngannou, and basically said that he has talked to Francis Ngannou, that he has told Francis that he could get a fight with Anthony Joshua going. Now, this is a major interest to Francis Ngannou. Obviously, we know that he wants to go into boxing. He has said this multiple times. He wants to fight Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder, a lot of these top boxing heavyweights. Now, if his MMA style can transfer over to boxing, we're going to talk about that in a minute. But this is definitely the second best option for Francis Ngannou. Anthony Joshua is a massive star in the UK, and Anthony Joshua could need this fight. Anthony Joshua coming off two back-to-back losses, coming back with a super fight like this, it's not a bad idea. And that fight sells out any arena anywhere. But why do I think Eddie Hearn is tricking Francis Ngannou? It's a smart persuasion strategy from Eddie Hearn. Eddie Hearn has gone on record saying fight Anthony Joshua, not Tyson Fury, because Tyson Fury will stay on the outside, which is very true. Tyson Fury fights Francis Ngannou, he's going to very much stay on the outside, use that jab. While Eddie Hearn is saying, hey, why don't you fight Anthony Joshua? He's a lot closer in height to you, and he's a guy that will trade with you. He's not afraid to go for the knockout, and you might be able to catch Anthony Joshua. Now, although I agree with this assessment, the idea that Anthony Joshua is going to just sit there in the pocket and trade with Francis Ngannou is obviously false. Anthony Joshua will use probably more of an Andy Ruiz rematch style type of approach to that matchup, very much staying on the outside and winning a decision. But we're going to have to see now, can Francis Ngannou's power translate to the boxing ring? Can he fight a guy like Anthony Joshua and actually win? Well, skill wise, I think it's pretty obvious. No, Francis Ngannou isn't proficient in boxing, right? When you look at the Cyril Gane fight, he was a kickboxer, a really good high level kickboxer, and he went for takedowns. Francis Ngannou isn't this slick, smart striker, but the thing that he does have can actually help him win boxing matches, which is extreme freakish power. Francis Ngannou can put your lights out at any moment and has knocked them out cold. He's not afraid to go for knockouts, and he just has such a savage mindset. Like, if he goes in there and barges at Anthony Joshua, who's to say one of those right hands don't land on Anthony Joshua and knock him out? That is what Francis Ngannou has, and I think if he leans towards the power and doesn't use so much volume, I think he could do well. I think that's his best chance of winning, but I still think Anthony Joshua is going to be pumping out that jab, staying on the outside, doing enough to win the rounds, and I got Anthony Joshua by a decision or a late knockout, because we have seen Francis Ngannou gas out. So guys, let me know what you guys think. Do you guys think that Francis Ngannou should fight Anthony Joshua? Let me know in the comment section below. Comment your prediction on the fight. Should this fight happen, who should Francis Ngannou fight next? Should he join the PFL, Bellator, something like that, or should he do a boxing match? Let me know in the comment section below. I would love to know your opinions. Q&A on Thursday, so comment below for that, and I'll see you guys in the next one.